Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this live stream, we are going to be watching along with the match that has taken place for the quarterfinals of the Tokyo Olympics Sevens. It is going to be New Zealand taking on Canada. It is the first of four quarterfinals matchups that we are going to get to see. Whoever wins this game moves on to face either the United States or it will be possibly Great Britain. So we'll have to wait and see who is going to be able to get the win here. But if you do enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hope you're all doing well. Kieran's just fallen over, unfortunately, for him. That is not ideal at the start of this one. We have got more cake in the chat. Also, Corey Pro and Bruno. And yeah, hopefully you guys are all as excited for this match as I am. New Zealand, they are unbeaten so far, having 3 wins, 1 win over South Korea, 1 over Argentina, and 1 over Australia. That was a big comeback, coming back from 12-0 down at halftime to then win the match 14 points to 12. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can put on a lot of points up against Canada. Now, Canada, though, they have been playing some very good rugby recently. I have noticed, like, in that game up against Fiji, they were right in the hunt up until those final minutes. And then also, we are in that situation of, other than that, I think in that first game, they also had quite a decent performance, even though Great Britain were able to get a little bit of a head start on them. I believe it was 24-0. So we will have to wait and see whether or not Canada can use a little bit of that momentum to find a big upset victory over New Zealand. I think the biggest upset we have had so far, what's the biggest one? Probably almost, it's hard. Have we had a proper upset? I'm not sure whether we have yet. So we might have to wait and see whether this will be at how many streams today. My brother as well says Marco Vonopolo and hey howdy y'all. Hey howdy, hey y'all. Go New Zealand from Katie. And at this stage, I believe we are going to be doing 4 so far. We have got the match now for the first quarterfinals matchup. Then we are going to be having the match between Great Britain and USA. Then South Africa taking on Argentina, and finishing it off, it will be Australia taking on Fiji. Hopefully my Wi-Fi will last throughout these whole ones. So pretty much the plan is going to be that after each game, we are going to be switching over to our new stream. And then, from there, we will be doing all of the commentary as well. We have got Hi the Kiwi Lads. I see a great game tomorrow. I see a great game tomorrow as well, says Brandon. That's the thing. Whoever wins this game between New Zealand and Canada will then take on USA and Great Britain. I feel like that bottom pool, though, that bottom 2 games, I should say, Argentina taking on South Africa, and also it will be Fiji taking on Australia. Those are 2 big ones. And hopefully we do get to see New Zealand get a win here, possibly. Make their way through to that semi-final. Also, g'day Kiwi and Brizzy watching as well, says Craig. And also we have got, hi Hamish, how are you? Where's the big fella George? He crack up as well, says Noremu. He actually was, he came around a little bit earlier on today, but then he has ended up going home. And I'm not sure whether he's coming back for this one. Unfortunately, we have also got their good quarterfinals coming up. South Africa all the way as well, says Peter. And also field support robot, there he goes. He is the mascot well and truly for these games, that is for sure. But at this stage now, New Zealand about to make their way out onto the field. They've had a few standout players throughout this competition so far, one of which being Dylan Collier. He actually ended up with a yellow card in the last match, but he was able to score the first try that got New Zealand slowly back into the match. All the referees are smiling. Tell you what, they won't be soon when they do have to start running around, because of the fact that humidity is 75%, and also it is currently sitting around 30 degrees Celsius, which is definitely a little bit too warm for a game of rugby. But we have also got in there, Katie Dixon, Scrum Lass as well. And also, hey, Kiwi Lads, are you doing a video of the Tokyo Olympic Games as well, says Brandon? Is that as in like a big summary type video or something along those lines, Brandon? Do let me know. And we have also got there, no George as well, says Katie. And hey, mate, I have no school tomorrow. Let's go. As well, says James Gordon. So you will be able to watch the finals of the Sevens, because they are going to be tomorrow as well. We just saw that Kenya were able to get the win over Japan, and also Ireland were able to get the win over South Korea. So they will be playing off for 9th and 10th place. And then the 2 sides below, Kenya and South Korea, will be playing off for those lower spots. We have us got sounds like a sweaty crotch game as well. Not keen as well, says Marco Vonopolo. And also, let's go, boys, says Obi Snake. Do let me know your score predictions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is going to be winning this game? I assume a lot of you guys are going for New Zealand, but it's whether or not they are able to run away with this one, or whether Canada will be right in there. We have got greetings all as well from David. David, welcome in to the live stream, mate. You are just in time for the kickoff. It is going to be New Zealand kicking off this one, and then we will be right underway. We will put up our scoreboard. I'm excited for this game. I feel like both sides in this one, you want to make sure that you score early because of the fact that fatigue's going to set in as soon as we get into that second half. Just a rugby game in the Tokyo Olympics. As well, says Brandon, I didn't actually end up buying it yet. We were going to get out London 2012, but we couldn't find it. So that is going to be the project for more than likely tomorrow to try and find that game. But it is going to be kicked off now for New Zealand to get us underway for this match between Canada and New Zealand, taken very nicely by the Canadian there on his own 22. And now from here, I should say, now they're going to go out to the winger. And he has a very good run there on number 6, which in this one is Connor Braid, I believe it is. Douglas now passing it across field, just on the 22 at the moment. It's going to be a penalty, and it is going to be obstruction is the call. So now it is going to be Canada who win the penalty. Now their captain has got the ball in hand. Hirayama, he will be hoping to lead Canada to a huge upset victory here. And we have Oscar be back, have a Mexican as well. And I wonder how Canada will do. And 20-7 is the prediction from Obi Snake. Very nice kick there from the Canadian number 9, Hirayama, sorry. And Kiwi Man, best of luck with the game. My prediction is, New Zealand 14, Canada 19. So an upset coming perhaps. And also we have got, I went to a snow in the holidays. It was past Taupo as well. There was supposed to be a little bit of snow, relatively low, I think, over this kind of weekend coming up possibly. So we will have to wait and see whether we get it here. Normally we only get snow maybe every 5-10 years here, but that's going to be Canada's line out now. Claim now. Hirayama now. Using the back line once again. It is going to be Braid into the hands of their number 2. He hasn't quite been able to break the tackle. Joe Webber straight on that ball, and he has won the penalty for the New Zealand 7 sides there. He's got it's Black starting as well, says River knows this. Black. I'm not too sure who that is, but unfortunately they are not in the starting lineup. Whoever that is, though, I'm sorry about that. Oh, sorry, that is actually McGarvey Black. Sorry, I had a brain fade there. Just having a look around, he is number 6. I haven't seen him. I've seen McKilson. Also, a couple of the other players like Collier Weber. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing him at this stage, but maybe they will bring him off the bench if he isn't already out there. But now it's going to be in the hands of Regan. We're driving forward. But he has been dragged down by Canada, 40 out from their line now. And New Zealand trying to get the first try of this match. It is going to be now in the hands of the number 8. Newstub has been tackled, and it was illegal. So now they're going back, and they're trying to find the right mark for them. Or to be playing, no, not quite. And also, I can see it on Xbox One as well, says Brandon. And also, we have got, I've been trolling Toxic Northern Hemisphere Home Nation fans on the official Lions YouTube account. I love it. As well, says Marco Vonopolo Bear. So continuing the trolling ways, I do see. But yeah, I did actually look up to see how much Tokyo 2020 was, and I see that it's 70 New Zealand dollars, which I wasn't actually expecting it to be that high. But we are considering getting it possibly. We'll have to wait and see, though. Now it is going to be Molia once again going across Collier with a good step there, and he's got plenty of pace, luring in the defence, but not quite able to find that offload. Canada straight on the ball, and they have got that interception there. Canada playing well early on in this match now. Hirayama gives it back across field. Going to be now their number 4 wrestled down to the ground, which in this one is Phil Burner. Going short side, only a few metres out from their line now, under a huge amount of pressure here, Canada. And Regan Weir makes that tackle on him, trying to get into that ball, or get into that ruck, I should say. But now Canada once again going to be tackled only 5 metres out from their line. At this stage, New Zealand just have to be careful not to give away a penalty with the amount of pressure, and it's a little knock on. So now it is going to be a scrum. We have also got in there New Zealand 45 points, says Brandon, and also we have got in there, I threw a snowball at my sister's head, and it went into her eyes and mouth. That is unfortunate. And also we expected nothing less from the Trollmaster as well, and bloody internet troll, says Marco Vonopola Beaver. At this stage, New Zealand, they will be wanting to win this game, or else possibly there will be a few trolls around. Because of the fact that this is one of those games that Canada were almost a dark horse, making their way all the way through, being close enough in those games that they were losing to then be able to qualify 8th. They were above Ireland and also Kenya in that situation. The Great Troll Wars as well, says Katie Dixon. Now it is going to be the scrum for New Zealand. Bounce pass there. A little bit not ideal. It's going to be going back for a penalty, though. A lot of penalties against Canada. And that is one thing that South Korea have had happen to them many times throughout this competition, is a huge amount of penalties. And in these games that do matter, the quarterfinals, semi-finals, when we get to them as well. Good tap there, and it's going to be straight through the middle. And Newstub has scored the first try of the match. It looked just a little bit too simple for the man. Just went straight through. And now New Zealand have scored the first try of the match. That is a little bit of a shame for Canada because of how well they were playing up until that point. It seemed like their defence was going pretty well, but then Newstub, just too many men on the outside, sells a dummy, and just goes straight through the gap and scores the first try in the match for the New Zealand Sevens. We have also got there, hi Katie as well, says Ovi Snake and Troy in the chat, and my cousin-in-law are having a baby boy. So congratulations to them as well. And yeah, hopefully you will be, does that mean you'll be an uncle? An uncle? Maybe. I might have that right. What's got Marco is well liked amongst these folks as well, says Marco for a polar bear. It is fair to say, I mean, even in our chat, quite a few people do have you muted, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But that is now going to be Nooster kicking off this one. That one's not going to go 10. He has played at it, though, and it's a knock-on from Canada. Big mistake. And that has given a little bit of a reprieve for the New Zealand Seven sides. Now, Nooster, he's tackled in the tackle. As you are tackled normally. If you are tackled, I've said tackle too many times, but he was driven back. Now it's going to be Mickelson. He's got a bit of toe, and he is breaking tackles as well. Now offloads on the inside, goes to Regan, where he's got base. And is he going all the way? He's got men with him. He's dropped the ball, though. And because of it, now Canada are going to pick this one up. And it's going to be Harry Jones who was able to clean that ball up. And Canada once again with a little bit of a reprieve there. It looks so close for them to be able to get over the line. Look like a certain try. And tell you what, this is looking like a great counter-attack as well. From New Zealand, it is going to be going through the gap, and this time it is going to be the try, and it's going to be Scott Curry who was able to do so. And you would say, I feel bad for Canada, but this is probably the match out of all of the quarterfinals matches that were the most obvious in terms of the result. A few of those other ones I can't predict, and it is going to be extremely exciting to be able to see who is going to be winning. And we have got to take some of these oldie off the pitch, man. NZ going to lose. We score most of our points in the second half when the young ones come on, as well, says Immortals. And also, wait, your two cousins are having a baby one, as well, says Marco. And New Zealand win this game is in got time. I can remember you on your next live stream, as well, says Brandon. And also, you read that wrong. And also, try we win today, says official game and All Blacks versus Wallabies on Sundays. Tell you what, if we did get to see that match, it could happen. It could be the rematch between the two sides, depending on how the next results go. But that is going to be now 14-0 to New Zealand with 9 seconds left in the first half. Try time, says Kyle, as well. Be hard for New Zealand to lose this game, says Algernon. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. If I haven't, please do let me know. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, that is for sure, to see whether or not they can keep on extending this lead here, New Zealand. They want to find that form heading into those next games. It's either going to be up against Great Britain or USA. And now it's going to be down the wing. Good run there from, I believe it was their number 6, Braid, but he has given away the penalty. And now New Zealand looking like they're going to take the quick tap. They're not kicking this ball out. They are going to continue to go with their attack. Mickelson going across field. Now it's going to be Curry, the captains, the co-captains linking up, that is. Trying to find the gap, but they are going to get driven backwards 40 metres out from their own line here, the Kiwis. And they look like they're just going to sit here trying to find that gap. Haven't quite been able to find it yet, though. Kind of a standing start for them, going all the way back to their 22. And I feel like at this stage, you just got to look to kick the ball out. I think Regan Ware, though, looks like he's going to have another attack. And he has found a bit of a gap. And now it's going Mickelson. Ball on the inside now. And it's going to be Curry. Has he got the base? It's going to be close. He's going to go all the way, Tom Curry. Well, sorry, not Tom Curry, Scott Curry. And they have been able to score that try. I tell you what, I thought for a second they were going to get driven all the way back to their own goal line, but they were somehow able to get through. And now New Zealand going 21-0 up at halftime in this matchup as well. We have got New Zealand taking goal for sure, says Amy Finn, and also for a long day today at school, fortnight chapter as well. And Fiji over Australia, says Victor, and also I want it in school, or I watch it in school. And when we won the Australia side of the class, went Super Saiyan as well. And we have got Fiji probably going to win the gold. And Kiwi lads, can I ask you a question? Go for it, mate. And at this stage, we are at halftime in this one. First half flew by. That was 7 minutes, just all of a sudden gone. In fact, it was 8 minutes because we had a little bit of extra time. Canada is not good at this game. As well, says Darnell, they did decently in their leading up matches. Like, they pushed Fiji for a while in their match. But then, unfortunately, it is just the case of the difference in levels here for them, and we haven't got where to watch it. Depending on what country you're in, do let me know, and I will try my best to be able to help you out. Interesting that the team who scored last in sevens does the restart, and 15s is the team that didn't score as well, says Novmum. Yeah, I guess I think they mentioned that it's something to do with the fact that they want to try and give the opposition possession, but some teams are very good at retaining their kickoffs. And it can be a lethal weapon in this game, because we saw it in that first game between New Zealand and Australia. Australia, for that first half, had about 90-something% possession in that first half. So it is important to win those kickoffs, but 21-0 now at halftime, New Zealand leading this one. We have got in there. I will just walk, as it well says, no, of course, yeah, at this stage, with the heat they're playing in, it's 30 degrees, 75% humidity. Feel like some of them are just chilled out as soon as they get over that try line and just want to stand there for a little bit. We have got in there as well. Tell you what, the chat is going quick at the moment. I do appreciate you all being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back with the 3 more quarterfinal games that are going to be happening tonight. Let's go, says Jojo Rabbit. And also the first question is why the Rugby Challenge game came out every 6 years. As well says Brandon, I guess it's one of those ones. Me and George were playing the Sevens earlier on. That was actually the video we were planning on filming. But the Sevens mode is so broken on the game, unfortunately. Like, you can hardly play it with 2 people. Like, it was lagging. Anytime the ball touched the ground, it was just gone. And, yeah, it was a tough game to play, to be fair. But we got through it in the end. But, yeah, I'm not sure whether we'll be going back to Sevens too soon, unfortunately. And why were Canada even in the quarters? Says Amy Finn. They actually did well enough to get their points differential high enough so that they could go through. As you can see here, the final tables are going along the bottom here. And, of course, South Korea weren't going to be making it through with a points differential of a minus 138, but Canada minus 14. And that is a good number to look at, because we will wait until this one is going to be going high, and it's going to be almost taken by the New Zealand 7 side. It's going to be Weber with the ball in hand, and Ireland had a minus 16. So that is why Canada qualified just ahead of them. And in the end, Ireland were able to get that win over South Korea in their next match. That means that now they're playing off for the 9 and 10. That looked very flat from the New Zealand 7 sides on the halfway line now. And they have got the advantage as well, going back across the back line. And new stuff goes to Weber now. Collier lurking around, trying to get the overlap, not quite able to find it. The Canadians having to tackle him with 3 men there. And it's going to be a penalty to Canada there for the player leaving his feet. I believe it was Collier who ended up getting penalised there, and Canada with an early chance in the second half. We have also got in there all the quarterfinals after this. They are indeed. So the next game is going to be between Great Britain and USA, and that is going to be whoever wins that game faces New Zealand in the next round for the semi-finals. Then the next games after that, it is going to be Australia versus Fiji. That's the last game, and then also South Africa, Argentina. So it's a Southern Hemisphere derby in the next couple games that we do get to see after Great Britain versus USA. Straight on the ball, Weber losing his footing a little bit, but I think he may have been able to get that turnover. No, he dove over, and because of it, it does now mean that it's a penalty to Canada. He did actually take that quick tap, and now once again, it's going to be Bray trying to drive forward. It's a good drive as well, only a couple metres short of the All Blacks line. It's another penalty for the player not rolling away now. It's going to be in the hands of their number 2. Oh, he is nailed in the tackle there by Newsom. He just rushed up, or New Stubbs, sorry. Pronounced that a little bit wrong. Now it's going to be Mollier with the counter-attack, and it has worked out for the New Zealand side. And they have been able to win the penalty only a few metres out from their line. Where's Kieran? He fell over at the start. I'll try and get him without my headset going too long. Yeah, he actually ended up falling over right at the start of this live stream. He is a little bit low on air, so I think I need to bump him up a little bit more. We have got a question too in Rugby League who wins on the second game as well. I believe it was actually, we were Queensland, and we lost very badly, I believe, if I'm not wrong. If that is the one you are talking about, we have got you watch it on Channel 1, Kiwi Lads, as well, says Machu. I probably should have, to be fair, but I think I got into that situation of, because of all the other games not being on one, I've ended up in the situation of kind of watching it on Sky Go, which is why there's about a 30-second delay. But that means at this stage, 5 minutes left in this match. McCarvey Black is now making his way out onto the field. That one looks like it's just gone out for New Zealand, and now they will have the opportunity and the line out. But New Stubbs coming off the field. He has been very good in this game, has been able to score a try, has been able to set one up as well, and got to hope the Americans trounce the bombs as well. And New Zealand versus South Africa could be the final. It could be an all-Southern Hemisphere final, depending on whether or not New Zealand can beat Great Britain or the USA. All of the other games for the quarterfinals are going to be in that situation of being Southern Hemisphere. It's going to be a penalty, and it is going to be another opportunity for New Zealand. Looks like they're going to be kicking this one downfield as well by the looks of it. But I am going to quickly, what I should have been doing on the other live streams is I'm going to get you guys a link to the next live stream that we're going to do, and I'm going to put it in the chat at the very end of this live stream so that you can click on that link and it will take you straight to the next live stream that we are going to be doing. I reckon guaranteed medal as well. I think at this stage, they look strong, New Zealand. So unless there is a big upset, I feel like they have got that very good chance of being able to make it through to the medal stages. It's going to be exciting, though, to see whether or not, or what colour the medal will be, I should say. But now on the halfway line, New Zealand once again now going to be passing it back. Molia has got the ball in hand, a little bit of a loose ball, and it has been pounced on by Beard. And he is, Braid, and he has been able to get that one now for Canada, but it's another penalty against them. And there is a little bit of push and shove almost out there at the moment. He wanted the ball there, McGarvey Black. The guy didn't want to give it to him, so he pretty much just ripped it straight back. But at this stage for New Zealand, 3.5 minutes left until they are going through to the semi-finals. Go to my channel. I have the video clip as well. It says to Naisa. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And we have Oscar. Cheers, Kieran says Amy Finn and Kieran trying to pull your pants down to help himself. Says Marco for a polar bear. I think you guys are really going to enjoy once we do get those memberships up and running. I want to see Kieran's just getting spammed in the chat because we got a little custom emoji of him kind of as a cartoon. And I feel like it's going to look awesome seeing him in the chat. And I am extremely excited when that does take place. Hey, Hamish, Kieran moved without you touching him as well, says David. I think it is because of the ear. Like, I can't actually reach him unless I go right back. So I don't know. I didn't actually see it, to be fair, but we have got, I reckon, Kenny versus the NZ final, Australia versus Africa for bronze as well. But now it is going to be going into the hands once again of New Zealand, only about 35 out from their own line now. And it's going to be McGarvey Black running hard at the line. And he has tried to go straight over the top of their number 10. Hasn't quite worked out. Now they're going to be using the back line once again here. It's going to be Collier driving forward. No sign of a Tinanano Satoro, I have noticed, in this game so far. But it's going to be a penalty to Canada. And I believe that is going to be the penalty for, not too sure, to be fair. It was against the number 7 there, Nicole. But in this situation now, Canada are going to have this ball, and they are going to be on the halfway line. Can they get over the line once? That is what their goal will be in this match. If they can't win this game, at least they will want to do is score a try. And that's looking good for them now. Passes it out wide. And it has been a bounce pass. Now the number 8 extremely isolated here, Canada. Just getting forced back across the field. Now it's going to be the man in the number 1 jersey, Mullins, looking for the offload on the inside. Beautiful hands there from the Canadians. And this looks like it's going to be a very good opportunity for Harry Jones. He's going to get shut down, though, in the end. And it has been fired back. They're getting close offload once again for Canada. That is a great tackle from, it was Regan Weir. He was tackling high enough that he wasn't able to find the offload. Passing it out that back line once again. It's going to be Mullins once again trying to find the gap, but he has been tackled low by the co-captain, Scott Curry. Now they're going out the back line once again here. Canada has spun out of the tackle there. They're number 5. They are trying their best to get over the line here, Canada. They want one try. He decides to take it on himself rather than passing it out to Douglas, and it cost him a little bit there. He did get nailed, but now they're taking a quick jab once again here, Canada. Only 10 metres out. Looks like he's going to be throwing the white ball. He has dropped that one, but it's gone backwards. Going to be now in the hands of Kay, who is under all sorts of pressure from McGarvey Black. This is good defence from the New Zealand Sevens sides, but how long can they keep it up for? This is a 2-on-1, and it's going to be Canada scoring the try, and it is the man in the number 13 jersey, which in this one is Andrew Coe, and he was able to do so. Oh, that rhymed a little bit. Oh, it was a forward pass. It was a forward pass. I feel bad for the man. I said a rhyme for him, and he didn't actually score it, but now they're going back, and it is still a penalty to Canada 5 metres out. And now I feel like I kind of want to see them score. Oh, little grubber in behind, a little bit cheeky, and it's worked out for them. And now it's going to be, instead of Coe scoring, I think it's going to be Pat Kay who was able to get that. Tell you what, I'm just going to give Canada 7 points anyway. We'll wait and see. I think at this stage he was able to get it down, but we will have to wait and see there. Tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. That is for he's my favourite player in the team. Thanks, Kiwi lads. Hope the US, Fiji, and Springboks made it together with us. As well, says River knows this. And that is about McGarvey Black. Did he get the ball? No. I think he's just got a little bit on that. So I think that is going to be a try to Canada. Quick question. How was your day in 10 day? As well said Brandon, as in like, what am I doing in 10 days time? Or as in, how was my day out of 10 today? Do let me know, Brandon. And we need a Billy emoji. We're working on it. We actually do have it on the way as well. We've got plenty of options. But it's one of those ones, YouTube actually restricts you to only being able to have a total of 4 badges or 4 emojis until you have more channel members. So our goal is, if we do add channel memberships, the more that we get in that regard, the more emojis like kind of connected to the channel. That one's missed there for the drop kick from Canada. But pretty much we want to have all of our emojis kind of something either to do with rugby or something personal with the channel, which I feel like is pretty awesome and gives it that kind of special feel. We have got Hamish, who is in the New Zealand squad. has been outstanding for you so far, and any notables from other countries? That is a good question. I feel like Newstub in this game has been phenomenal. But overall, it's a hard one. A lot of players for New Zealand, they've kind of had their own individual good games. Like, I don't think there's someone who's probably carried themselves through the whole game other than maybe, I guess Newstub has been pretty solid for New Zealand. There was also one of the players for, I think it was, who was it? Was it an Irish player? Or actually, I think it was a Great British player who I thought was actually very good. Rip the Aussies as well, says Jacko, and also 21-5 close. You did actually guess that very close to the real-life score if this ball does go out and it's going to be full-time. But we will have to wait and see, get and put pressure on them there. But Canada have got this one now. They're going to be driving forward, offload on the inside, knock on. That's the end of the game. And New Zealand move through to the semi-finals, which we will now have to wait and see. Oh, it's an advantage. The game's not over yet. And we're going to get one more opportunity for Canada once again. It's going to be Kay Passes on the outside this time. No, it's going to the hands of Mullins. And this game doesn't look like it's going to end at this stage. They're just going to keep on going here. Canada and Satoro trying to get straight in that ruck. Not able to get it, though, just outside of the 22 now for Canada driving forward. Going to be Ko, the man who almost scored a try earlier on. And Canada at this stage, both halves of this game have gone for that extra minute. Now it's a beautiful run from Jones, and he's gone all the way. And that means Canada are going to be sitting on at least 10 points in this game. He looks like he's a little bit injured there, Harry Jones, which is not ideal for him. He's been looking strong, actually, if I had to pick one for Canada. But at this stage, I will quickly update the score. We have also got in the chat from Isaac Williams. I better keep making these emoji designs as well. Yeah, Isaac is one of the Kiwi lads, I guess you could say, as well. And he has been helping out big time when it comes to trying to make those emojis look as cool as they can. And hopefully they do. In that regard, we have what's got there. Good call, Amos Chess Kieran as well, says David. And also, I think this ref might be something, or might have something against New Zealand. The kick has missed, so the end score in this game is going to be 10 to Canada and 21 for it is New Zealand. So they have done very nicely there, New Zealand, to be able to get the win over Canada there. It's a lot closer than they probably expected the game to be fair, but it is a win. Are you going to get Rugby 22? I am indeed. Hopefully it is a good game because of the fact that I would absolutely love for a rugby game that doesn't glitch out like Rugby Challenge has been for me lately. And this one, and how many games till Fiji play it. It's going to be 2 more games. But first of all, I am going to put it in the link. There we go. That is the link in the chat to the next live stream we are going to be doing. It is going to be the game between the USA and Great Britain. We're going to be continuing this chat and also talking all about that game that is going to be taking place very soon. And how did that happen as well, says Craig. I think Canada are playing extremely well. They're probably my team in this competition who have played a lot better than people expected them to. As well, and we have got there. You want some popcorn, says Kyle, and also we have got NZ last win, I think, as well, says Chris. So maybe we'll have to wait and see. Their next game is going to be up against either the US or it will be up against Great Britain. So that will be a tough game nonetheless. Can't wait to become a full-fledged patched up Kiwi Lads member. Feels like we're all getting our Kiwi Lads patches soon. Yay, I'm sick of being Kiwi Lads prospect as well, says Marco for the polar bear. Yeah, I feel like it is pretty awesome because of the fact that it's one of those ones. I think it's as you are a member for more time, you get a different color badge and you can slowly work towards, I think we've got a diamond badge as our biggest one once we do get them up and running. But nonetheless, I do appreciate you all being here. If you did enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are if you are new, I should say. Like I mentioned, Kiwi Lads in the chat, I have just put the link. That is going to be to our next live stream that we are going to be doing. That is going to be between the USA and Great Britain for the second match of the quarterfinals. And in that game, we are going to know who New Zealand are going to be playing in the next stage. I should instantly be a Diamond Badge member as well, says Marco Vunapolvia. I wish I could do it like that and give you guys memberships, but I think it is actually done off how long you are a member for. I think it's how they do it, 5 minutes and 2 tries to the Canadians. Good on them. Yeah, played well in that second half. That is for sure. Also in the first half, Canada have been impressing me big time. Kiwis tuning in from the Netherlands, or Kiwi tuning in from the Netherlands, says Liquid Images NZ. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will get to some of those questions that you are asking, Brandon, in the next live stream, but I believe that is scheduled to start at 8:55 p.m., which is actually right now. So what I will be doing, that link in the chat, like I mentioned, is going to take you over to our next live stream where we will have a few minutes before the game to be able to discuss. I will put that link in the chat. Once again, be sure to click on that. It will take you straight over to our next live stream, but I do appreciate you all being here. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all in a short moment for our next live stream between the US and it will be Great Britain. I will see you in a short moment.